Hello, everyone. Let's see. A little bit dark. Well, I might delete this video. Somebody's in the room. Hi, Lucy. Hi, thank you for coming. 2 people in the room. Okay. We'll wait a little bit. 3 people in the room. Hello, 4. Hello, everyone. I think that's better. I'm not sure I can see the lights. I want to do something with the background, but I don't have much room. So I tried to put some lights. Still a little bit dark. Hi, people. Someone else in the chat? So, the lights are nice. You think so? Thank you. I'm glad. So I have some tea. And I have around me my new decks. Hi, Simon. Thank you for coming. So, where should I start? I have a few new decks. I have actually I have the Debian Moon. I haven't talked about that one. Hi, El. So, which one should I bring first? Well, maybe this one. Apart from the new decks, just wanted to, random chat, whatever you guys want to talk about. Yes, he did. Yeah. I wasn't sure at first, but then I have to admit, I really love it. Okay, here it is. Now it's officially in my Halloweeny kind of decks because I have to admit I'm really obsessed right now with Halloween. Don't know what's happening to me. Might be that I'm tired of the heat of the summer, but yeah, I got the borderless edition. I know the light is not really good, but yeah, it is a special deck. It's absolutely right. I guess it happened to me the same as a lot of people. When you see the deck, maybe seems like a little bit dark or whatever, different. It is special. And I do like Tim Burton. I know it's not exactly Tim Burton style, but I do like that. So I thought, okay, it's not too far from my taste. But I wasn't sure if I would connect with it reading. And oh my God, I did. Yeah. I think I said this right when I got it. I did a reading for a kind of hard decision for me, and it really helped me. So thank you, Simon, and everyone sharing their love for Debian Moon, because it was a good choice for me. So the other one, another new one. I'm sure all these decks, everybody or almost everyone has them. I wanted to get this one for a long time, the After Tarot. I love it. Just a few, I don't know if it's gonna show, but it's actually 2 suits of the minors are printed a little bit out of center. Well, I just wanted to use it straight away. I'm not one that I like to complain or ask for change or refund or anything like that. Do you guys see me and hear me? Because the chat is completely frozen. Like it's not, nothing's going on there. Maybe you're just listening. That's okay. So yeah, do you guys have the okay, cool, Lucy. Thank you. I'm not sure if any of you have the After Tarot. It's it's nice quality, but it's kind of too plastic for me, and it's really hard to shuffle because it's really thick as a no, as a whole, and hard to. Oh my god, my phone. Okay, sorry. We are overwhelmed with Shane's trip, I guess. Yeah, I know. I know. It's a huge thing. It's a big thing. But it's a good adventure. And all of us need an adventure like that at least once in our life. And I'm sure it's going to be a good one because it's something that he choose to do. So that's always better than an adventure that you have to do because, whatever, job, money. So, yeah, the After Tarot, it's an interesting deck. I find it good in the most part. There are just a few cards that I don't really get the step forward or whatever you want to call it. Empress, Emperor, I don't really see the change. But and also in the book, there was at the beginning reading the book, it talks about kind of like, well, yeah, as if it's magic when you use the deck, like if you're changing the future using the deck, and a lot of stuff about don't letting the sun shining on the cards, or because it will somehow, I don't know, change the course of the future. That part I didn't really understood very well. It was a bit like, I mean, I don't know. Don't we use all the decks with the same purpose? This one is not so different in that respect. So, anybody has this deck? A bit yes, but no. What do you mean, Lucy? Do you mean about this? About what I'm saying about the After Tarot and all that magic that it speaks about it? Because I'm not really sure about that. So, okay, let's see another one. Maybe it's a little bit late. Okay, bye. Ooh, I think the chat was frozen on my part. So, hello, Elaine. Hello, Christina. Yeah, I got a troll, I know. Simon, do you want to be my moderator? I was trying to do it. There you go. I'm not sure if you were volunteering, but there you go. Thanks. I did something. I'm not sure what I did, but I did something about it. That was a fast troll. So Yeah, Lucy, sorry, I don't have the deck. I mean that I don't agree with the intro. I saw a few cards and I wasn't convinced about buying it. When I do love the artwork in the After Tarot, it's really, really nice. I must admit, even a little bit nicer than Pixie's original. I'm so sorry to say this. But yeah, looks a little bit more detailed and yeah, it's really nice. I don't have a problem with the deck itself, just that bit that it says in the book. Everyone saying hi. Hi, hi. Thank you for coming. So, the other one. This one I showed, I'm not sure if it was in Simon's group or chat come back or I don't know. But is the Chrysalis Tarot? Yeah. Yeah, you can see. Okay. So, where did I put the deck? Oh, here in my new bag, which I bought in the shop that I work as a tarot reader. I love this deck so much. Like, for me, come on, Merlin as the hero, like the fool, that is just perfect. And I think the High Priestess is Morgana, right? I love Morgana. Actually, this might be off topic. Yeah, Chrysalis. I know. So nice. No, Simon won't be your moderator now you said that about Pixie's art. I'm so sorry. No, I love Pixie's art. I really love it. I'm a huge fan of the Rider Waite. Simon knows that. But I must admit that the artwork in the After Tarot, it's a little bit more refined. That's it. That's everything. It's just a little bit. The Strength card. I don't have it in order. So, oh, yeah, Papa Legba, right? The whole the whole concept of this deck, it's so interesting and different. But at the same time, when I got it, I started to read the book. I absolutely love the book. It's fascinating. I like the view, the different point of view of it. I don't know. But oh, you're staying. Thank you. Thank you, Simon. Before Tarot is out. Before Tarot, yeah. Yeah, I know, but yeah, I think it was Brian who said when I post about getting this one, and he posted about the Before Tarot, and I've seen that deck. I don't know, maybe in time. For now, I was more interested in the after than the before. I'm not sure I see the point, but well, I don't know. But yeah, going back to the Chrysalis, am I missing something? Hi, somewhere in time, Tarot. Thank you for coming. The Chrysalis. I don't know, guys, if you have this deck, because I love the deck, the artwork. I love the book. I love what it says. I'm at the beginning, but I love it. But when I started to use the cards and I did some reading for myself, it wasn't clear to me because it's kind of a different personality from the Rider Waite. So I felt like I needed to study the book first. Maybe that's it. If any of you guys have this deck, maybe it's the same for you. I have the book, but not the Chrysalis deck. Oh, Lucy, well, I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, it's a really nice book. It's not, where do I have the book? Yeah, it's here, right beside my bed. It's a nice book. It's a nice companion book. Not huge, but I think it's a good read. So, Lucy, if you only have the book, that's good. That's nice. And also, you can get to know the content before you get the deck. So that's fine. I did that with the what is the name? It's like the Rider Waite, but with herbs. I only got the book because it was cheaper, but I know someday I want to get the deck. Elaine, yes, it takes a little more work. It's different from Rider Waite Smith. Yeah, I know. So I was I was so happy when I started to look at the cards and I started to read the book, but I cannot wait. I'm one of those persons that I need to start, like when you get a phone, I don't have the patience to go through the guide. It's just I learn through doing. So it's hard for me to not get the deck and start reading with it. I find it a little bit frustrating. It happened the same with the Wildwood. I love the Wildwood tarot, but for me, it's kind of like very special and shamanic. So I always say to myself, I need to learn, really learn the books first, because I have both books. Um, Herbal Tarot, yes, you're absolutely right. That's the one. I still have to read that book. Oh my god, and I'm more than half, yeah, no, quite more than half from this one, Simon. Simon made me do it. Yeah, I still have to finish it. I'm not sure if Simon is watching anymore, but if he's hearing, that was for you. Um, yeah, so it was a little bit frustrating. So I need to read this fast because I want to work with this deck fast. I cannot do what some of you guys do. How are you finding it? I'll go there in a sec. Um, I cannot take one deck or two decks per month to work with them. I can't. I just go with the flow every day. So I need to work with all of them almost at the same time. But yeah, I need to read this first because it's a very special deck. That's one. What's the book? Oh, yeah, sorry. It's not a great light. It's The Buddha in Your Mirror. It's obviously about Buddhism, practical Buddhism, and the search for self. This was a recommendation from Simon because I asked him, because I was interested in learning more about Buddhism. And it's a nice book. I haven't finished it yet. Actually, I took a few notes because I wanted to maybe do a live with Simon talking about this. But I'm not sure because I'm so slow reading that probably I will read half of it and then I will forget and then I'll read the other half. And I'm a mess. I'm a mess for reading. Hi, Mara. Thank you for coming. It is a nice book. Yes. I fail constantly, Elaine. I'm the same. I wish I could be as disciplined as Simon to stick to a month. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on. I mean, for me, it doesn't work because I'm a Pisces and we're a little bit chaotic. We are all over the place. So even for the clients now, depending on maybe the night before or the same day before leaving the house for the reading, I think about which deck do I want to use. And right now it's always between Spellcaster's Tarot and Everyday Witch Tarot. And it's funny because sometimes I usually use the Spellcaster's Tarot, but some days I feel like the Everyday Witch Tarot is telling me it wants to go. And then I take it and I use it in the reading, and the person in front of me loves the deck. So it's like kind of, okay, you needed to see this deck. That's fine. So it's a little bit the same for me with my decks, depending on the day, depending on how I feel. I use one or another. Um, it's getting harder and harder trying not to buy a deck I've seen in a live stream. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I have to be very selective because I cannot buy every single day. And also all the indie decks and all that stuff, that's completely out of my no way. But oh, today I discovered a deck. Not thank you to the Tarot community. Funny enough, it was through another person I know on Instagram. Um, Kind of like a gothic, yeah, gothic style. And she shared a picture with some tarot cards. Oh my god, beautiful! It was the Gothic tarot from Joseph. I don't remember the name. Do you guys want to know? Should I search for it? I need to confess. Ooh, Simon needs to confess something. See, yes, I know, but hopefully they will be all exciting. I am so happy for my daughter, but oh, I'm missing something, obviously. On the plane, and we were saying we were missing each other. Oh, please can you tell me what it is a deck? Okay, Simon. Joseph Bargo. Yeah, I think that's the name. So sweet. I'm sorry, somewhere in time I'm missing that completely. I'm guessing you just said goodbye to your daughter because she went on a trip. I don't know. The Oculi Occultati Tarot. Not sure I know that one. I'm sure it's fantastic and beautiful. Um, Joseph Bargo. Yeah, The Gothic Tarot by Joseph Bargo. It's beautiful. It's really nice, but it is incredibly expensive because it must be kind of like out of print almost or something like that. So I was a little bit, okay, bye bye. I feel cleansed. It's expensive but incredible. I'm sure it is. That's great. If you can enjoy that, that's fantastic. Comfort my daughter child. Okay. The Hermit card is unbelievable. My God, I'll have to check it, if only to see it. Um, so yeah, going back to this book, The Buddha in Your Mirror, I like it. I like what they say, of course. It's just sometimes I don't know, Simon, if maybe it's just my point of view because I'm out, but sometimes it feels like they are selling something, especially not the beliefs, but sometimes with the chant, which I think it's great. I haven't really tried it. I'm sure it works, but sometimes it feels kind of like a TV shop where I'm not sure if that's the name, but when they repeat all the time how wonderful it is if you chant this, it's I don't know. Sometimes, at times, I found it funny. Maybe because it's written by. Are they Americans? I'm not sure, but I think they are Americans or for an American audience, the ones writing. So maybe that's why sometimes it seems like, yeah, American. Sometimes it sounds like they are selling something, which is mm, just But I mean, it's great. Still, I have to finish it. But yeah, I do like the philosophy. I do like the message. It's just I guess it's the Western spin to it. There is a British one. Okay. Yeah, no, I think if I continue reading about Buddhism, I would like to read from not Western people, if you know what I mean. Like from the sources or something like that, something closer. And I'm sure I can find great books. So, Buddha in Everyday Life. I think I also have that one in my wish list, probably. Because I remember one video, no, live stream that you did. The first time I asked you about the book, you said a few ones, and I checked all of them, and they were all on my wish list. And then you talked about this again, and I asked again, and you said again this one, and then I was like, okay, I will buy this one first. Buddha by Deepak Chopra is good. Yeah, that's on my wish list also. It's written as a novel. Okay, about his life, right? Hmm. Capitalism, baby. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I probably maybe I want to get closer to it, but more from the source or closer to the source, not through Western channels, something like that. But yeah, no, I think it's quite interesting. It's I'm sure it's not perfect, but it's a healthier philosophy, I think. Hmm. This is silly, but I like drinking the tea in the live stream. So, yeah. Okay. Chrysalis. That was. We are Western and needs to fit with our Western lives. I'm in. Well, yeah, but I feel like it's better if we go closer to the source. Um, because what I want to do is learn different philosophies. Not all of them, of course, the ones that interest me, but I don't really want to have it clean and transform so that I can digest it easier. That's not. I don't think that's the point, really, for me. When I tell people my sun, moon, and rising, they just stare at me and say, "Oh dear." Did you set it already on? Now I'm curious, Ellen. I really want to know. What are your sun, moon, and rising? I can tell you mine if you want. Yes, Elle. Tell us why. I'm sure it's not that bad. Tell us. Well, my sun is Pisces, my moon is Pisces, and my rising is Aquarius. Also, I have Mercury in Pisces. Yeah, I have a lot of water in my chart. So, L cannot be that bad. Yeah, and I have Mars in Scorpio. What a language are you all speaking? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Simon. Elle, come on, tell us. Can't leave us like that. Mars in Scorpio, where is that? What is that? I have my warrior in the depths of the ocean. quite intense. So yeah, Crystal. Okay, I'm not gonna. I have no idea. Aquarius Sun and Virgo Moon and Rising. How bad is that? I don't think that's bad. Well, I mean, I'm not an astrologer. I'm not an expert, but it sounds to me because Aquarius is more like the kind of free spirit, needs to do everything different, and Virgo it's more earth. It's more going to the detail and maybe more analytic and is slow moving when it comes to emotions because it's your moon. So, for what I've seen with people that I think have Virgo moon, they need a lot of time maybe to analyze feelings before doing anything and maybe find hard to change in the emotion realm. I'm not sure if this makes any sense to you. And maybe that can be hard with the Aquarius Sun, which is more like free and, I don't know, doing your things your own way. But I don't think that's bad, El. Astrology is the new trend. Do you not do astrology at all? All I know is I'm a Libra. That's the extent of my knowledge. But that's probably your sun sign, where the sun was. Then you have, I mean, all the planets and everything. Um, I'm Mars in Scorpio too. Wow. Also Venus and Rising and Uranus. Wow. I have, what do I have? Oh, Aquarius in Venus and Uranus. I don't remember. You can go to one of those online websites because you need to enter. Yeah, there's a lot of websites. You just need to put your date of birth, name, the city you were born in, and the time. If you want to know in detail, and especially the rising sun sign, you need the rising sun. What sign? You need the time for that. The exact time, if it can be. I know. Yeah, I also know the basics. Really, I on my last birthday. No, no, last year, not this one. My birthday last year, I bought as a present for myself an astrology book that I started and never finished, as always. Why can't I type Elaine? I don't know, Simon. What are you drinking? I tried once, but I couldn't understand what it told me. What told you? You mean on one of those astrology websites? Detox tea. Well, that detox is doing something to you, obviously. The website, okay. I don't know. I guess it depends on the website. The one that I use, but it's in Spanish. Sorry. I think it's in Spanish. It's really good website because you have that application that you put all the info and it gives you like a visual graphic with the whole position of your chart. And then in the website you can go, it all the info is there in the sense of what it means to have this planet in this sign, and also the houses. It's kind of very complicated because you have to have in mind not only the planet in the sign, but also in what house it falls and what does it mean. So yeah, it's kind of at first it can be a little bit too much to grasp. But if you go step by step, like I don't know, just the principal things, like just check first your sun. What does it mean to have this sign in your sun? And then check also the house and how it can relate. And if you go step by step, little by little, checking all those signs and planets and everything, you start to get more like a full picture. I hope something of what I'm saying has any sense. Thank you. I'm walking contrast. I am an Aquarius with an Aquarius sun, then Virgo moon and rising. Double whammy. Also rising. Hmm. Well, what I've read about all this stuff of astrology, as a way to understand yourself better and understanding maybe what are the lessons that you come here to learn. Um, yeah, you might have some contrast between the free spirit and breaking boundaries. That must be the Aquarius part. And then the Virgo is more stable and more grounded and more stop and see the details, and I need to think about it. So yeah, maybe you have to, I mean, this is a really general idea, but work that contrast, your own balance in both sides. Let me check if I missed something. I'm taking an astrology course. It is so much fun. It is so fascinating. Yes, you're right, Lucy. Give it a go. Give it a go, Simon. That's the only thing you're missing, astrology. Love astrology. Yeah. Somewhere in Time Tarot. Yes, it is fascinating. I saw that graphic too, but I was like, what? I know, Simon. At first, if you see the graphic, the whole graphic, you mean, with all the, it is really confusing because there are so many things in it. But yeah, I think if we start, because we always talk about our sign, but it is the sun sign. And if you start there, check where your sun falls, the house and the sign, and then you can check what does it mean to have the sun in this sign and the sun in that house. Yeah, you go piece by piece, and if you go sun, moon, Mercury, I mean, sun is more like your personality, and also it can be the lesson you're here to learn, depending on the source you read or you hear. The moon, of course, are the emotions, the feminine side. Mercury is communication, thinking, communicating, traveling, more stuff, but yeah, roughly. Venus is, of course, it's like the Empress, love, sexuality, the physical world, wealth, money, beauty. Yeah, Mars is more like the warrior, like the masculine side, but kind of like aggression or fighting for something. Um, what else? It's gone. But yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. Oh, I've missed a troll. Thank you, Simon. um, House Tarot and Astrology is quite a good book to walk you through it. Makes sense. Cool. I will pay to see Simon's confused face. Yeah, that would be really interesting. Maybe, Simon, you should do a live stream about astrology and just share with the world your confusion. That will be funny. For us, at least. Sorry. Uh, oh, it's not online. It is oh, okay. A flavor. Oh, very cool. I love to do that. I started many years ago with the ephemeris book doing natal charts and progressive charts by hand before computers came out. Yeah, I know. I barely knew that before computers, because when I was a teenager, I started a monthly, I think it was, or weekly or monthly collection about knowing and learning astrology, and there was also tarot and runes and a lot of stuff in that collection. Endless collection. I couldn't finish it, of course, but yeah, there were the ephemeris book also there. Yeah, and I remember thinking, oh my God, this is so hard and so confusing. So now with the computers, it's so much more easy for everyone to start checking this stuff and learning a little bit. But yeah, wow, that should be really hard. Um, my God, you are spot on. Who's spot on? I'm so late with the chat. I'm sorry. Um, but not cool that you can't make Simon's chats. What? I'm lost now. Yeah, your son can be like your mission. Yeah, that's one of the versions that I heard. And I find that really interesting, more than thinking about any of this stuff as predictive, that like what is going to happen. Like with tarot, how can I learn more about myself? How can I learn more about why am I here? Yeah. I was checking some online sites and they are in Spanish indeed. Are they? Sure, they're in English. Where are you searching? Simon, when you relate it to tarot, it helps. Mercury magician, so you know Mercury. Um, to be honest, it does help when you link the tarot cards with the astrology, but I'm not sure I feel the Mercury with the magician. I don't know why. Um, most of the others, yeah, I understand, but that one, not that much. I don't know. Yes, just like the tarot card, the moon is the subconscious. So in astrology, yeah. Um, I've seen the reference. I'm trying to keep up, but I think it's a lost lost battle for me. There are many correlations. Pluto left out of astrology? Um, Not as far as I'm concerned. For me, yeah, because at some point someone decided that Pluto wasn't a planet anymore, right? Something like that. I don't care. I like Pluto, kind of like the maybe it's I remember this more from Sailor Moon, maybe like the death, death, destruction, and reborn. I like that so much. I do have a soft spot for Pluto, so if they say it's not a planet anymore, I don't really care. I feel for that little guy. One moment he's a hot shot planet, the next, yeah, I know exactly. Um, the science people cannot make up their minds about Pluto. Yes, they cannot make up their minds about anything. But yeah, they're trying. They're trying. Still of my book. I go to it to do my progressive chart. You take the age you are now and count ahead, and it shows what you're projecting now in astrology. That's so cool. Amethyst Rose. Hi. Just subscribed yesterday and activated notices. So you mentioned in a live. Steam, you had done a live stream. Hi, Amethyst. Thank you for coming. Oh, yes, Sailor Moon and Saint Seiya are great references for astrology. Are they not? It's been a long time since I've watched, but yeah, I just love it. Love it. My favorite was. This is so off topic, but I don't care. My favorite ones were Mars, of course, and Jupiter. Yeah, the brunette with a ponytail. That was me. Major difference, she's so tall and I'm like half her size probably. But and I like green. So my brain is turning to mush with all this new info, but I'm loving it. I'm sorry, but I'm glad at the same time. That's life. If it's interesting for you and it can, I don't know, help you anyway, I'm glad. Even if your brain is turning too much. Sorry. I'm sure it will be fine by tomorrow. Mercury is communication, yes. And so is the magician. Also, although he is so many other things as well. Maybe, yeah, Elaine. Maybe that's a thing for me because I see the magician as something more. I mean, I'm sure you can relate Mercury to the magician, but I don't know. Feels to me the same, like something more. So I don't really see the. They wanted to take Pluto out, but no, it represents a Scorpio transformation, death, our planet. Yeah, I've got a root for the brunettes with Lita. There's a Sailor Moon tarot. Bringing that back to topic. That tarot, the Sailor Moon tarot, is a whole deck or is just Mayors? Because I'm not sure. I think I've seen something on the net, but I'm not sure if it's a whole deck. I think there are a few. I remember seeing a few, but I'm not sure if they are easy to get. Whole deck. Yeah, probably some of them. Maybe some are whole decks, and maybe I saw some other, maybe more like artwork from people, but just the mayors in DeviantArt and stuff like that. They're amazing stuff in DeviantArt. They are quite expensive, yeah, I know. Such a shame. They have to be so expensive, some of those decks. Okay, this is fascinating, but I need to talk about the deck that I got today. Today, yeah, it's still today. So, well, you know it, people, because I put the photo on the For Love of Tarot group. Yeah, Halloween. Who else is already insane with Halloween? Just me? Is it just me? Because I seriously couldn't help myself. Yeah, Halloween. Yeah. Oh, this deck. I have to admit, how many years ago? My God. Um, Maybe 2014. I bought, mind you, it's in Spanish, but it's Dark Fairy Tales Tarot. And it's kind of like a gothic and medieval kind of deck. I'm so sorry about the light. That's the full. I'm not sure if you know this one, but it's kind of gothic. Sorry. So I bought it like 4 years ago for a Halloween kind of party that I was going to go, and I was gonna read the tarot there. Not opening my Halloween tarot kit until October. You are insane. No, just joking. But I'm needing so much Halloween in my life right now. I can't stop myself. I was like, no way. I just started with the chrysalis, but I was like, there's no way I'm gonna reserve this for no way. Whoa, this is moving fast. Oh, thank you, Simon. Yeah, I was thinking that. Too many people. Ah, work team, Simon. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so now what did I miss? Going back. Um, you people not invited to this party. Halloween tar. Oh my god. We had, I'm not sure if you heard the thunder, but this afternoon we had a huge storm, so much rain, so much wind. It was insane. The sky was kind of orange. It was the strangest thing I've seen. And now we have thunder again. So it's nearly Halloween. I know it's nearly Halloween. We're almost there. I love Halloween as well, but more Dia de los Muertos. Have to stick with my roots on that one. You know, I find it interesting. It's not. It's far. It feels more far for me, but yeah, there are a few decks that I've seen that look pretty amazing and on that style. And I think it's a very. I don't know much about that tradition, so I cannot really say much. But I think from wow, it's raining hard again. Um, do you guys hear it? I'm sure you can't hear it. Hello, trivia. Hello, trivia woman. I'm so sorry I cannot pronounce your name. But hi, so glad to see you here. Um, I heard that loudly. Yeah, I know the thunder. Yeah, and now it's running so hard. Wow. It's the Halloween spirit. Okay, I'm I'm losing it right now. But yeah, what was I saying? Um, the trolls just my keyboard added that on. I think I'm the only one who here who hasn't seen Sailor Moon. Well, that's okay, El. If you want to take a look on YouTube, you can find a lot of stuff. Mind you, it can be really dramatic, but yeah, it's fun. Yeah, okay, Dia de los Muertos. I think it's a really healthy way of understanding death. I really do. Oh, and I was also going to talk about yeah. I got this one, the Dark Fairy Tales Tarot, kind of like gothic fantasy medieval stuff. 4 years ago for Halloween, my first kind of gothic or scary deck. And then I got this is one of the loves of my life, the Halloween Oracle. I bought it last year. And in this one, there's a card. Well, there are a few like the skull of flowers. I guess it goes a little bit on that direction, but there's a card, Lady de los Muertos, which talks about a little bit of that day of Dia de los Muertos. And I think it's cool and it's more healthy, maybe, probably, than being afraid of death. So I think it's a cool tradition. And now, I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss some of the Okay, so we can hit the thunder, love the thunder, love the storm. Halloween decks, yeah. Just not when I'm in a tent, I guess. I fancy that oracle. The Halloween oracle. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Trigger Woman, right? Um, yeah, I know. I will love to use it more, but the problem for me is that I mean I don't have any problems with decks in English, but I want to if I want to use them for clients, it's difficult because I have to read in if I haven't memorized the full content. I have to read in English and then translate it in Spanish. So I cannot really if it's an oracle and if I do a reading and at the end I put a card out and read from the book. If it's in English, I cannot do that with the Spanish clients. So, but yeah, I love this deck. It surprised me so much because it is really Halloweeny, but at the same time, it's really deep. I've said this 1,000 times. I remember a tarot hashtag, one of the first that I did, and I talked about this deck exactly the same. It's great, yeah. You should definitely get it if you like. And oh, this illustrator, I love him. I also have the Celtic Tree Oracle. Also, if you like trees, oh my God, you have to get this deck. I mean that deck. But yeah, if I can, Jimmy, come on. The only thing that I don't like about this deck is that the information about the illustrator it's almost like nowhere to be found. Jimmy, Jimmy Manton. He has illustrated a few decks like Gods and Titans, Goddesses and Sirens, the Earth Power Oracle, also sounds really good, Celtic Tree Oracle, and this one. Hi, Rock My Tarot. Hi, thank you for coming. So they don't sell the oracles in Spanish. Um, most of the ones that I buy, like all of the ones that I'm talking about here, no, they're not in Spanish. That's I never wanted to buy online, but of course I realized a lot of the stuff that I really like, it's not in my country or translated. So uh, the bags though, the bags. You don't like the bags? You don't like the bags? I do like the bags. Do you mean that? So they don't sell the. I use the Halloween Oracle deck with Ancestor Work. Yeah, I would like to get a deck in German. I must research that. I'm sure they are. I mean, I'm sure. Thing is, most of the decks that I see in the shops here are more like Doreen Virtue and Archangels and all that stuff that I don't really like. So I don't even check. Maybe some of these decks are in Spanish, but I don't even care to check that because I'm fine with English, so I just go for it in English. And it happened to me with a book. I bought it in English, and after getting it, I realized it was in Spanish also. That's okay. I'm getting dinner ready and getting ready to vote. My God, what time is it there? Because here it's like 20 past 11. Ready to vote. Oh, good luck. I haven't loved the Halloween deck and Halloween Oracle. Now, you see, I needed the tarot deck, the Halloween tarot. Because at first, before buying the Oracle one, I saw the tarot, and I have to confess it felt a little bit childish because of the artwork. I wasn't sure, and then I saw the Oracle, and I loved the artwork so much that I was like, okay, it's okay. I'll get the Oracle now, and then in time, if I really want the tarot deck, I will get it. And sure, this year, I needed Halloween so much in summer. In the middle of the summer, I was like, okay, I need Halloween now. That I was like obsessed from probably June with the Halloween deck, with the Halloween tarot. Kind of like, I want to buy it now, I want to buy it now, I want to buy it now. I couldn't restrain myself only until August, because then I thought it will be more expensive the closer I get to Halloween. Actually, I think Simon also told me that, right? Margaret Peterson Tarot is in German as well. No, show up close. Show up close. You mean the thing is I don't have light, and this deck it's really dark, so it's not really gonna show. But you can see it on Google. I'm not sure if you meant that. It's for yeah, for in the afternoon, and you're gonna have dinner. It's fascinating the difference in the daily schedule depending on the countries, right? Because here we have dinner so much more later in the day. And do you think the greatest tarot market is in English? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so too. 4:21 p.m. here as well. I want to use Raven's Prophecy all year round. I think I've checked that a few times. It looks cool. But I do feel Ostara is more a springy deck. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, that's one I've got in my wish list for forever. It's kind of it's nice. I like most of the artwork, but the thing with those decks, they have a few different artists. Some of the cards you love, some others not so much. So I'm not sure. It has a good price anyway. Maybe someday I will get it. But it's been in my wish list almost kind of like one of the first ones years ago. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I decorate everywhere, outside and inside, and myself. That's great. Here in Spain, it's not such a big holiday. It's starting to, of course, because we are we are so stupid. I'm sorry to say this, but we are copying it from America, which is funny because it kind of the origin it's from Europe, but then it flourished in America, and now we're copying it here when it has never been a big holiday here because of the Christianity and everything. But I look at all the decorations in America, jealous. Last year, because I had the shop, the last two years, like 2016 and 17, I had the tea shop. I had a tea shop, a small tea shop, and I put a lot of decorations in there. And now some of them are on my room. But yeah, this year it's gonna be the first after the last two that I cannot really do anything for Halloween, decorate much. Too early for dinner here. Just had lunch. I wanted to. Ooh, this is moving fast now. Ooh, someone's saying, "Oh, Simon, good night. Thank you for coming. Have a good night's sleep." Bye. I'm losing my moderator. I wanted the Halloween tart for ages, but then I found the Bohemian Gothic. Oh my god, that one is so beautiful, but expensive. And that satisfied my need for a deck for October. Yeah, that's a really good one. That is so great. Yes, I don't eat anything after 7. But then you don't eat anything after 7. But what time do you go to bed? Because I mean, here we have dinner. Maybe depends, but 8, 9, 10, depending on each one is different. Everyone is different. So um, some days I've got self-control, but that self-control is pretty much non-existent this month. I know people have always ask about top five fave decks, but do you have a top list fave decks? That you can ask in next Simon's live stream. I posted that question too late, I guess. A little bit, I guess, yeah. Good night, bye Simon, night night, good night, sleep tight. Don't let the ducks bite. I'm sure Simon's ducks are very well behaved. I'm sure. And the family is growing so fast. It's so funny. Sleep tight and yeah. I just got Bohemian Gothic and I'll use that too. That deck is beautiful. I go to bed midnight, and you don't eat anything from 7 p.m. till midnight. Don't you go to bed hungry? Because I will be hungry. I don't know. No, I cannot make Simon's lives. I have my astrology classes at. Oh, that's a shame. Well, if you want, I can ask the next time. Although the next time, I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused because I thought this Saturday they were not going to do a live stream because Shane is arriving the last days of the week. Well, but yeah, so the least favorite decks, right? I eat 2 meals a day and I have done this for a long time. That's cool. Yeah, I guess everyone has a different system way of, if it works for you, that's great. I can say here in Spain we really like food. So it's funny because when you watch any kind of holiday or celebration here, it's almost all around food. Like, doesn't matter the excuse, there's always gonna be a lot of food and drinking. So we really love food here. It's 5:30 here in New York, and it's the best. It's very hot today. It feels like 100 degrees out tomorrow too. It's kind of hot here, not that much. We are here, at least in my city, and yeah, this part of Spain, we are starting to feel a little bit the change in the weather. It's starting to rain a little bit, and yeah, not so hot. Hmm. I lost the line. It would be interesting to see top 5, 10, or whatever least favorite decks from you guys. You think that would be interesting? Kind of like, I don't like this deck at all. I'm not sure. Um, Decks for what? Marrow Week. Tarot decks. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Um, I guess my least favorite decks are kind of old decks. My first decks, maybe. Some of them I haven't really connected with, but not a lot of them. Maybe I could say 2 or 3. I don't have so many, so I'm very selective, and I make sure at least in the last years, now that I know tarot much better, I know if I'm going to connect with a deck or not. Maybe many, many years ago, I was just interested and I bought some decks because I thought they were pretty. And if you don't know the system very well, maybe you can make a mistake buying a deck. But apart from that, now every deck I get, it's because I've thought about it very much. The Radiant Rider-Waite Smith will be on my list off the top of my head. Yeah, with the Rider-Waite Smith also happened something very funny with me because my first one I bought last summer, the mini Rider-Waite, and I fell in love with it. And then I was thinking about buying a bigger one, and I was entertaining the Radiant, the Universal, but I was like, first I saw the Radiant and I was like, ooh, that looks great. I want to get that one. And then it kind of fell off the list. And then I saw the Universal and I thought this one is the one. And the same, like I started to, the more I discover other versions, my taste changed all the time. So then I got the standard normal one and then the borderless. But yeah, no, the Radiant, I don't know. I think it's the Radiant that changed the drawing a little bit. Looks kind of weird to me. Maybe if you like the coloring and kind of like the light. It's an inferno here. Oh, so sorry to hear that. I recall that giving that thing to Shane for him to give away one card. A nice use to that one. I also don't like it. Yeah. Like I hate that deck. It's but ugly. Somewhere in those lines. I don't go to bed at all. I have to stay up and drive my husband to train station. I leave at 3 a.m. Wow. He got to Penn Station. I have nerve damage, and if I sleep, it's harder for me to drive in the morning. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, read that. Yes, that's right. I think he'd be doing me the favor. I guess it will be hard for you and have those decks to show them. I got a little bit lost, I'm sorry. It does change. It takes a while to find out what you really like. I'm getting rid of some I bought back when I didn't really know my style. Yeah. Yeah, but as I said, it's just one or two decks that I don't really know what to do with them. But for the rest, that's okay. That sounds bad. Yeah. I'm not fond of the Rider-Waite Smith decks very much, especially the older ones. I do like the original Rider-Waite Smith, the old ones. Well, not sure if I can say I have an old one because those are expensive. If you mean vintage, but yeah, I mean it's a different style of art of drawing, but I don't know. It's by now it's really special, and I'm pretty sure it has some kind of charm because it connects with so many people. Just popping in before sleeping. Anya! Hey! Hi! Thank you for stopping by. I'm beginning to like Oracle decks better than Tarot. They're fantastic Oracle decks. Yeah, that's true. I still like Tarot, but I'm finding that I'm using more Oracle decks lately with one Tarot. Yeah, and that's also phases, I think. Yeah, sometimes you go more for the Oracle, and it's so different. And that's okay. Can be complementary or just go by its own way. Also, I'm using the Lenormand and Keeper decks more. I do know the Lenormand. I have one Lenormand deck. I don't really use it that much because I found it kind of complicated. I don't know, maybe it's not that much, but I bought the deck without knowing what the Lenormand was. So it was kind of a weird surprise. I really like the deck. It's beautiful. It's really small also. But yeah, the Keeper, I've seen it. I know Becca got it because I saw her video, but I don't really know much about the Keeper. I guess it goes on same style as Lenormand, like kind of system. I wasn't very learn to live with it. I'm sorry to hear that somewhere in time. I really hope you find something to help you with that. I don't believe in, well, I don't know, maybe this is easy for me to say, but when doctors, I mean, I was a ballet dancer, so I know about injuries. Fortunately, I didn't have any really bad injury in my career as a ballet dancer, but when doctors said, um, you just have to live with this pain, there's nothing we can do, I don't believe in that. Just because they cannot find the way to correct something or fix something or make it better, it doesn't, for me, it's not true that you have to live with that. I don't know, I mean, I'm sure it depends on the case, but I struggle to believe that because I've met so many people that, in the ballet world, for example, they had a lesson. I mean, not lesson. Sorry, an injury. They had an injury, and the doctors couldn't find why or how to make it better or how to fix it. And these caused a lot of stress and anxiety and pain in the person. And some of them, at some point, stop dancing. They give up. And soon after, they start to feel better. But not because they stopped, because the stress stopped. They give up. They don't feel the anxiety anymore because they give up. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's different case for everyone, but I really hope you can find a way to make it better. I'm sure Simon is a big guy. He can take if somebody says, "What?" I'm not sure. What did I say about Pixie's artwork? I love, as I said before, I love Pixie's artwork, but we have to admit it has some. I mean, has some time now, and there's people doing incredible stuff, incredible arts and drawings and paintings and more detail. Come on, that's normal. Everyone has a different style. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I mean, I love Pixie's art, but it's not the refined kind of drawing. I can't take the coloring of the Albano weight. Me neither. See, Simon, yeah, will say something about that. He won't be happy about that because I know he loves Albano weight. I don't like the coloring also. I mean, either. Lucy, thank you so much. I found a keeper easy in tarot. Easier than tarot. Well, I guess, yeah, because I'll get to the last ones now. But going back to the Lenormand and Keeper, a little bit like the runes, right? Because maybe it's uh the symbol, it's more simple, or the meanings are more specific, and in tarot it has like a lot of layers. Yeah. But then for the Lenormand, for me, the difficulty is depending on the order of the cards, specifically in a chain, it changes the. So when I read the book, maybe the problem is the book that I got with the deck. there's not a lot of information. Maybe I should check some good book about the Lenormand system. But yeah, it was kind of like, I'm not sure what does this mean. Keeper is similar to Lenormand. It just has more people in it than the Lenormand. Yeah, I'm off to bed. Thank you, Elaine. I hope it's not too late. Thank you, Elaine, for coming. Good night and have a good night's sleep. Thank you so much. Bye. I don't believe in what doctors say either. I mean, okay, doctors are important, medicine is important, but from my experience when I was a ballet dancer, there's a lot of, yeah, they think they know everything, or if they don't know it, it's not real, or I don't know, all this kind of stuff that the Western medicine, maybe. Yeah, it's more like that. More closed minded, usually. Because I remember one time my knee was hurting. I think it was my knee. It was hurting a lot, and I went with my mom to the doctor. And every time you go, you can it can be one doctor or another. So this one was new for me. And he was like, yeah, no, as long as you dance, you're gonna be feeling that pain. So the only thing you can do is stop dancing. And I was like, seriously? I had to restrain my mom from jumping to the doctor. I was like, yeah, no, thank you. We're going now. Bye. That was useless, but thanks. Yeah, sometimes they can be like that. But other times they really help. I'm not saying the contrary. That you're not a fan of the early Radaway text. Oh, I am a fan of the early ones. It wasn't me. I was reading it. Don't tell Simon, but I'm also not a huge fan. I do prefer the coloring on the Albano. Well, you see, but this is fantastic because with the same deck, there are so many versions. This is amazing. Um, One of the last videos that Shane did with these versions of the Rider Waite, the Starlight and the Illuminated, they were quite interesting. Quite interesting. So freaking expensive also. So okay, here. Yes, I was in gymnastics in competition when I was younger, so yes, I understand in a way. Then athletic, it's kind of helped me, so I am older, I keep myself fit and moving a lot. Don't take meds. Good for you. That's really good. Oh, Rock My Tarot, thank you for coming. Good luck with voting. Um, I go every 6 weeks and get 30 shots. It helps me with pain. Wow, 30 shots. Oh my god. I hope they don't hurt too much. I don't like shots. I know I wouldn't be able to move at all. Yeah. And yes, stress has a lot to do with it. Yeah, I know. The stress, yeah, and anxiety. I mean, the mind has power over us. And yeah, you can feel it in your body. It's if you are a little bit conscious about it, it's so easy to realize the moment you get in that you feel the physical pain, and you can realize, I'm feeling this. Okay. I was watching a guy on YouTube who shows how to do the Lenormand and Keeper, and he explained it so well that I understand how to do it right away. He even explains the grand tableau. Oh, come on! You have to tell me the name of this guy. I want to watch that also. I also love Sibila cards to layer with tarot. Yeah, I come to know the Sibila through a tarot reader on YouTube, Christelle Martinet. she's amazing. She reads so much different systems. I mean, so many different systems like tarot, Sibila, runes, all in the same reading. It's fascinating. Then she also uses postcards with paintings as oracle. That was amazing to watch. I love that. I'm not sure if she still does that, but yeah, she's fascinating. Carol Herster decks. Yeah, I think that was the woman, right? The starlight and the illuminated. Not a great custom service, but yeah, interesting looking decks. Tai Chi is good to do also for pain. I always wanted to learn Tai Chi. Never got to it, but someday. I will go check out his name. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I have to learn to say your name, Trivial Woman. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I especially like the Starlight, the one Shane got for himself, and the Illuminated was for Simon, I think. The guy that teaches the Lenormand and Keeper is James Him Mitchell. Yeah, I'm gonna take note of that for a sec. Thank you so much. I will check it for sure because it sounds fantastic to learn more about the Lenormand. Mitchell. Thank you. So yeah. Um should we go back to the Halloween tarot? Oh, Lucy. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day. No, afternoon. It was afternoon. Have a nice afternoon and night. Bye. So, trivial woman. I'm not sure of the pronunciation, but how are you feeling with your channel? I've been watching your videos. There are two, right? And you're doing fantastic. I think you're doing great. Can't wait to see the what it was. The readings, maybe some readings in the garden. It was something like that. I always love that. I love nature and trees, and I don't have a garden, so I think it was that, right? And oh my god, I'm loving the Halloween tarot so much. It's just that um, I still have to read the book. Yeah, I know the first videos are really nerve wracking, really, yeah, a little bit scary. But it's also a good exercise. I also recorded like 4 videos before posting the first one. Yeah, but it's a good exercise. I think it's a good exercise. I love her with the Sibilla cards. Watch her all the time. You mean Christine Martinet, right? She's in Italy. I think. Yeah, I think so. I think she's Italian. I think. Yes, I'm going to do some outside videos later when it's cool. It cools off. I'm going to do another video tonight. I have to keep doing it to get used to it. Yes, I know. I know. Yeah. Never force yourself, but yeah, yeah. You need a few times to get used to it. But then I have to tell you, it can be addictive a little bit, like everything. Um, then in time, you will need some time to rest. A lot of people go through that on the media and also on YouTube with the videos. The Sibila cards, yeah, they're kind of interesting. More like the ones I've seen, kind of more romantic era style, kind of Victorian, maybe. The drawings, I mean, the scenes in the cards, something like that. And it's, I think, a little bit closer to Lenormand from what I've seen. I'm not sure. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I think it will be fun. The videos, you mean the? I can't do too many because I have gardens and orchards and other things to do. So the videos will be here and there. Yeah, no, and that's fine, of course. Yeah, that's one thing that I was very strict with myself. Like, okay, this is something that I do when I want to do, if I feel like. I don't want to, for example, this thing that the guys do, most of the people in our community, they choose one day to do the live stream, like Simon on Saturday afternoon. I always, I don't know, I don't want to say this day, this time, I'm gonna always do live streams, because if that day arrives and you don't feel like it, what? You have to explain yourself. I don't even think that you need to explain yourself if you don't feel comfortable in that moment to do the living. So, the live stream, not the living. I don't want to live anymore. No. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But everyone's different. So, as they say, just do you. I like that. So, yeah, now I have my Halloween, uh, all my Halloween decks. And I think that's all. Those are all the new decks that I want to talk about. It was just an excuse, right? In reality, all this deck talking, it's kind of an excuse just to chat with like-minded people. And that is always nice. Um, what else? Do you want to talk about any other thing? People? Did everyone leave? I was wondering the same. I don't know. I see 7 people in the room, supposedly. But yeah, no one else is talking in the chat. And it's almost midnight here. It's 7 minutes till midnight here. So I think everyone left. Maybe they are doing something else. They are mostly listening. Maybe we have someone lurking, watching the video, but not. It's you and me. Yeah. Well, that's nice too. Is there anything you want to talk about? Witching hour, I know. Nice. Since it's getting close to the witching hour, I'm gonna just play a little bit with the Halloween oracle. They are, I have to admit, they are a little bit big for me because I have small hands. So, not easy to. Okay. Oh, wow. Nice card. Do you use a pendulum? I do have a pendulum. I have a kind of a weird relationship with the pendulum, because the first time I used the pendulum, it was more for divination. It was in my teenage years, and I realized I could perfectly move the pendulum myself with, I mean, not with my hand, but I could control. I could literally make it turn to one side, stop it, and then turn it to the other side, just concentrating on the pendulum. So that kind of ruined my experience with the pendulum. because I felt like I was manipulating it. And then in later years, I tried to work a little bit with that because in the end, I was blocking the pendulum myself because I was concentrating so much on not moving it, not moving it, not moving it myself that the pendulum wasn't moving at all. So I remember I did the first level of Reiki, and we worked with the pendulum to see if the chakras were working correctly or were blocked or whatever. And my pendulum wasn't moving at all. So I had a blockage there. They are quite a lot before. Yeah, the cards, I know. The pendulum was the first divination I used. I keep it with me everywhere I go. So, yeah, what was your experience? Because I couldn't really use it for divination because I started to not trust myself because I was getting responses that they weren't real because it never came to pass. So, did I remove the blockage? Well, I tried in later years, recently, past years, I tried to work through that blockage again, and but I decided I was not going to use it for divination since I'm working with tarot, and I don't really see tarot even as a divination tool. You can look a little bit, but for me, it's more um, transpersonal stuff. So yeah, I try to work through the blockage with the pendulum, but more as a way of checking the energies. Because I know some mediums, at least here in Spain, I know one medium that I love, and she uses, whenever she goes to a place supposedly haunted, she goes with a pendulum to check the unbalanced spots in the place. So I thought, okay, maybe I can start working that way. And I took the pendulum and I checked the spots, and that way I can work with it because I just forget. I'm not trying to get an answer from the pendulum. So I can distance myself more. I don't know if that is your similar to your experience or if it's completely different. I use it for work in my garden, working with the devas of the vegetables. That is nice. I think that may be similar to checking the energies of the place, right? I use it for vitamins, which I should and shouldn't take. Oh, okay. Yeah, because maybe on that sense, you can check if the energies are good or not for you, right? I balance other people's chakras. I use it so much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the problem for me was because I used it for answering questions, but very mundane stuff, like really silly stuff. And I was getting answers, but then it never came to pass the way the pendulum said. So I started to believe it was me getting myself the answer. But if you use it for checking the energies, maybe that is, yeah, that is the right way, probably. That's the way I try to break the blockage, but it's not something that I work with so much. Right, I use it to ask the devas if I should plant a certain vegetable and where in the garden. That is so lovely. I'm going to explain this in a video. Yes, please do that. I will love to see that video. Yes. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I think I try to connect more with the minerals and the crystals. I try to have in mind also the devas, especially from trees, because I love trees and I have a few special links or, yeah, kind of relationships with some trees. But I never thought of using the pendulum. I've tried, I think for me, because everyone has their own way of sensing more. For me, it's feeling. It's not hearing things, it's not seeing things, it's more knowing through feelings. I know there's a name for that I don't remember. So when I work with the crystals, especially, I just try to feel the energy and feel the information, feel the answer they give me. Yes, I love crystals. We are crystal digging in another. Oh, I would love to do that. I can only go to a shop and buy. We spend 2 days and we bring home about 5 gallon buckets of crystals. Wow. I've seen some videos on the internet of that kind of stuff, and I'm so jealous and I love it so much. I would love to do that. Yes, I agree. I program my crystals to help me remember my dreams. I keep it under my pillow. I've tried to do that. I guess I'm not constant enough. I put crystals under my pillow too, usually, and I've tried to remember dreams. So freaking hard for me. And it's so frustrating because I know for sure I've gone somewhere. I wake up so tired, like I've run for miles and miles, I don't know, but I can rarely remember my dreams. See, for me, I'm not that vivid. It's just, I feel like I've done so many things and I don't remember most of them. Yes, I am on Facebook, yeah. I'm Andrea Palacios. I don't usually add a lot of people, just the people that I've talked with. So if you want to add me, you. I don't know who's going to watch this later. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But well, I have a small group of about 7 people in my group. It's about dreams, ghosts, UFOs, and aliens. I am interested in that, actually. I'm interested in channeling um, extraterrestrial entities. I'm really interested about that stuff, actually. Yeah, sure. I will like to join the group, especially if it's like a small group with not a lot of people because I mean only between For Love of Tarot and Hermit's group and Read the Wonder. I mean there's so many notifications, but have to go. Oh, somewhere in time. I have to go. Everyone going to eat dinner now. Thank you for coming. Somewhere in Time Tarot. I hope you feel better. I hope everything goes well. I hope you enjoy your dinner and have a wonderful day. It was in the afternoon where you were? I don't know, or night. Maybe night. Anyway, thank you for coming. Bye. I will add you. It's a secret group. Ooh, a secret group. I like that. I will add you to the group when you send me the email. What email? Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, I missed something. Even I will give you my email and you can send me your Facebook name there. Oh, I already said I already said my name. It's okay. You can add me if you want, or I will add you. So, 8 people. Who's watching? Why don't you write in the chat? Come on, don't be shy. That's my name. Bye somewhere in time. Just send in the email. Okay. I'm sure that group is gonna be interesting. Sometimes viewer hombre. Oh, sorry, that was my Spanish coming out. um, is it Zach? Right? The Tigers Abyss. Hi. Were you watching or just got in? Yeah, I know. I know. It's okay. You don't have to write if you don't want, but when there's not a lot of people in the chat in the live stream and just one person is writing in the chat, it's kind of like we're having a private conversation and the rest of you are watching. So it's kind of what's going on. I'm usually the only one adding dreams. I've been watching on and off. Okay. So yeah, okay, so it's Zach. Yeah. Hi. I'm very bad with names. I keep forgetting all the time. So it's past midnight. Oh, I forgot. We have a card from the Halloween Oracle deck, and it's Eternal Love. Not sure if you can see it, but yeah. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. It's a beautiful card for a Halloween deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. And that's the card that we have for tonight. Love. Past midnight, go to bed. I know. I should go to bed. I'm actually kind of tired. I had a reading this morning, so I got up kind of early. And then I had this amazing Halloween tarot. And I got so excited. Love, always love. Yeah, that's what they say. It's a beautiful deck. Yeah, I know. I can't wait for Halloween. This year, I want to use these decks for my clients if I can. Even if they are in English, I don't care. I will translate. But they are so gorgeous. And the Halloween tarot deck, it's so funny. Really cute artwork. So, 5. Yeah, people are going. I know, me too. I can't wait to decorate. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to decorate much this year, but I'm going to try. I already have some of the decorations that I had in my tea shop in my room. So I think that's going to be the place for the decorations this year. So what do you say, guys? We finished now? It's quiet again. I know. It's just you and me talking. I will film mine. I film every year. You mean Halloween? You film your Halloween festivities? Go to bed. Yeah, I know. Just one thing. That one thing about Halloween. Is that what you mean about filming? because I would love to see videos about the decorations. And I might go live. Might. You mean now, Zach? Yes, Halloween. I feel my graveyard. You have a graveyard? You mean as a decorative graveyard or a graveyard? I feel my house. I'm sure that's gonna be a great video. I can't see. I can't wait to see the decorations. Zach, are you still thinking? You mean go live now? Yes, a fake graveyard. I think for me, a fake graveyard will be a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. But of course, it can be funny. It can be after you hop off, but take your time. Well, I think we can we can just go there because this is kind of dying actually. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stay awake for long, but I can try to join your live stream now. I made a tombstone out of wood. I painted some. Wow, that is kind of a lot of work. I don't know how many tombstones you made, but everyone must be eating in the graveyard or cooking in the graveyard. What are we talking about? Are we still talking about the graveyard? Who is eating and cooking in the graveyard? I think I'm losing it again. Um, so I have two people there. There are at least four people now just watching and laughing at me, probably. No, the people that left, they are cooking or eating. Okay, maybe. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what are they doing? Hmm. Do we want to know? Maybe not. Oof. Okay. It's only 3 p.m. where I'm at, so people are probably getting ready for bed or getting home or eating dinner. Yeah, I know. So, guys, what do you think? I think I'm gonna finish this here, and then we can go to the live stream of Tigers Abyss. Exactly, did you see my videos yet? Okay, guys, yes, I'm gonna finish now. Um, we will finish this live stream and go to the one Zach is gonna do now. If he does, he's not answering. Oh, you're 777. I will soon. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna finish now. Thank you for coming here. Um, it was a nice chat. It's really late, so my brain is already like off. But yeah, I'm gonna check now the Tigers Abyss if he does a live stream. So whoever wants to join there, okay. Depending on how long you take, I mean, I'm no pressure, but I might fall asleep. But I will try. I will try. Okay. So maybe see you then there. Okay, good night. Thank you for everyone watching. Thank you for coming, guys. It was great fun. And good night, good afternoon, good morning, whatever, depending on where you are. Take care, everyone, and see you the next time. Bye.